I'm losing the weight. I used to be 600 pounds. And now it's all loosey-goosey. It's all loosey-goosey. You're still making fun of me. I lost 250 pounds.
YouTube, Boogie2988 coming at you live again through the power of the internet. And it is Pride Month. And I thought I would ramble a little bit here. Not going to do a lot of heavy editing. Maybe a little bit. But I just want to talk about Pride Month because I feel like it's really important. It's certainly important to me. I do know that some of the things I'm going to say in this video are going to really upset some people. But that's okay, because it's my feelings, it's my opinions, and if you don't like it, that's okay. If Dave Chappelle can say what he says, if that Kendrick Lamar guy can say what he says, I can say what I say, and I'm going to. Bear with me. I am an old man. I am turning 48 in about 45 days. And on top of that, I was born in 1974, and the world has changed a lot since 1974. And because I'm so old, and because I was raised in a completely, entirely different environment, I don't get a lot of the LGBTQ stuff. When I have a trans friend, I have several trans friends. Everybody knows Swift, for example. It's confusing to me. I don't really understand it. And it weirds me out a little bit, too, sometimes when I'm around a trans person that I used to know before they transitioned. Like, I don't know, my old, stupid monkey brain just has a lot of problems with it, honestly. I guess it's because I'm old. But you know what? In the case of my friend Swift, she's happier. And I like her happy. You know, I had a conversation with her once, and I knew that she was having problems thinking about deleting herself. And she went as far as to say that, you know, if she had not transitioned, she probably wouldn't be here anymore. And I told her I'd much rather have an alive Emily than a dead Jeff. I'm so happy she's still here. And you know what? I've talked to her almost every day in text since she transitioned, and she's so much happier for it. And you know what? Her career's doing really well, too. Like, I'm really surprised. She got like 2 million views on a Facebook video the other day. I can't remember the last time I got 2 million views on anything. But I live my life on a philosophy that I don't know that everybody agrees with. I think it is very libertarian in nature, though I do feel like I lean more left. But if you can live your life however you want to live it, I don't care. You want to transition? You want to take up skydiving? You want to get extremely obese? You want to pump out a bunch of children and teach them only French because you think it's funny? Like, I don't care. Are you doing damage to me? Are you hurting me? No? Then I probably don't care that much. Are you hurting somebody I love or that I know? No? Then I probably care very little. Are you only hurting yourself? Are you not hurting strangers? Then I don't give a shit at all. If you're not hurting people, you're only hurting yourself. You do you. You live your life the way you want to, positively, negatively. I don't give a shit. That's your right. You have every right to fuck up as often as I have, or make yourself happy, or do whatever it is you feel like your brain tells you to do. Why am I judge and jury and executioner? I'm not Christian anymore, but I was raised Christian, and in the Christian philosophy, like, you leave the judgment between them and God, not you and him and God. You're not involved in their lives. Why would you be? One of the things I've always believed is that it's not a choice, right? I can't choose my sexuality. They can't choose their sexuality. And one of the reasons I believe that is because there's a kid from a neighboring school who was friends with my brother's. My brother had a mutual friend, and he was just as gay as they got. Like, we all knew he was gay. I was 8 years old. This kid was like 7, and we all knew he was gay. We barely knew what gay meant. But yeah, he turned out to be very, very gay, and lived a very prideful gay life, and I'm just so happy for that kid. There's another kid in our high school that tried to stay closeted, and he even had like a beard, had a girlfriend throughout high school. We all knew. We were all pretty certain about it. Nobody talked about it. Nobody made jokes about it. Just let him live his life, you know. But turned out, yeah, he was very, very gay. Of the 3 people I know who transitioned, I never had any clue before they transitioned. I just knew that they were extremely unhappy people before they transitioned, and once they finally did, they weren't necessarily happy, but they were happier, right? And that's great. I mean, I think Swift is actually very happy. I'm so happy for Emily, but some of them were just as miserable as the rest of us, but they were less miserable than they were before, and that's a huge improvement, so I'm all for that. Because I was raised in a completely different time, because I was raised in a completely different era, I said some really dumb stuff about the LGBTQ in my life. I meant well. My philosophy allows me to mean well. I want everybody to live their best life however they want to live it, right? But I said some stuff that was taken either very poorly, even though it was not meant that way, or I've said things that actually were just very stupid. And on top of that, I made a lot of LGBTQ jokes in my life. I'm trying now to not do that, not out of fear, not out of upsetting anybody, not out of hurting anybody, just as a matter of like, I don't feel comfortable doing it. I talked about that on Twitter. It upset a lot of people. But yeah, I'm trying not to make LGBTQ jokes because I personally just prefer not to. I have the right to do it. It's okay to make those types of jokes. You can make those jokes. Dave Chappelle, whoever, they can make all the jokes they want. I don't care. Right? I'll listen to them. I'll watch it. I don't give a shit. But I personally, because of my history, because of my past, which I'm going to explain in this video, and also because I'm just a dumb old man, I think I want to stop making those types of jokes. But truth be told, I feel like as I've tried to be supportive, as I've paid my dues to like the human rights campaign and stuff like that, I still feel like I've done a lot of damage. And I kind of regret it. But hey, at least I didn't mean to. There's a lot of people out there who mean to. This man here